This holiday season, the crew here at Look TV has selected 12 charities that are important to us, and we also hope important to you. It's all a part of our Look Who Cares 12 Days of Giving. Tonight, nominated by Look TV owner Antoinette Jackson, is Catholic Charities of Saratoga, Warren, and Washington counties. We welcome to Look News now Sister Charla, the Executive Director of Catholic Charities for Saratoga, Warren, and Washington counties. Welcome to the program.
Thank you, David.
It's great to have you here. One of our 12 charities that we care about. You, 3-county part of the 14-county Albany Catholic Diocese.
Correct. Right.
A large area that you're serving, a lot of need. For people that aren't familiar with Catholic Charities, what is the mission of what you do every day?
Sure. You know, Catholic Charities really recognizes need at all stages of people's lives, and so we provide services and family services to folks regardless of race, creed, lifestyle, etc. And so when we first came into Saratoga and then eventually Warren and Washington, we looked around to see what were the unmet needs, and some of those have changed certainly over the years. But consistently, we have provided a large array of clinical services, individual, couple, family counseling, etc., mostly for folks who can't afford services elsewhere or who are underinsured or uninsured at all, because most of the services that we provide, all of them, in fact, really are primarily targeting the economically poor and the vulnerable. So in all 3 counties, we provide those counseling services. In the North Country, we have a wide array of domestic violence services. We are the sole provider in Warren and Washington counties, and so we have a 9-bed shelter, safe dwelling, clinical work, or supportive counseling rather, court advocacy, work with moms and kids, the whole array. And up there we've done some really good things about trying to affect systemic change by engaging many people in the community who in some way will come in contact with domestic violence, the medical profession, the judge, judicial system, law enforcement, etc. So we have developed a domestic violence coordinating community council to really engage the energies of all those folks so that when we respond to victims of domestic violence, we're all doing it in the same way.
You know, there's so many areas of need that you cover, and it doesn't do service to have 6 minutes worth of television with you, because we know you do a lot, but there are those 4 cornerstone places that you have: the Donovan House, the Family Counseling Program, Mary's Haven, and then the mentoring program. You know, briefly, I know I threw the 4 at them, but briefly, sure, you know, touch on those different cornerstones.
Sure. Donovan House is a group home, residential care for young men from the ages of 13 to 17 or 18, you know, who can no longer live in their homes for whatever reason, and so they come and reside with us for a period of time. They are adjudicated by the courts from many counties in the contiguous areas to Saratoga. It's located in Bolson Spa. We have an 8-bed program, and they go to school in the Bolson Spa School District. So they have to be young men who, while having some difficulties in their lives, can manage living in a community and attending a public school. And then hopefully the ideal is to have them return to their families of origin. We also do a lot of family work with those folks as well. Mary's Haven is a wonderful example of community support. It was the first area's community home for the dying, which is a 2-bed residence for people who are in the last 3 months of their lives who don't want to die in an institutional setting. And so they come and live with us. Catholic Charities owns and operates the house, and hospice provides their services just the way they would in your own home or in a nursing home or a hospital setting, etc. Really was built with the energies of this Saratoga Springs community, primarily. Local realtor and developer Tom Ruin got all of his friends, and they sort of built it with a habitat model. And we opened it 11 years ago in March, and has been providing a wonderful service to those individuals who are journeying to the next point of their existence, for sure. Saratoga Mentoring Program probably serves the poorest of the poorest families in Saratoga County. Wonderful families who, for a million reasons, are struggling economically. And we match young folks from the ages of 5 to 17 with an adult mentor or a Skidmore mentor who spends a few hours a week with that child and models all kinds of good behaviors and relationships and becomes a friend and perhaps helps with schoolwork, etc. We also use those matches as a gateway into the families so that the program then can provide a whole array of casework services to families who are really struggling.
Yeah, I would want to say, having recently done work with Saratoga Mentoring, what a great organization, because you know, through the organization that I was a part of, we heard these stories from these mentors and these these young
Correct,
children they
right.
were mentoring, and just the difference they were making in their
Absolutely.
lives. Just having that.
And as a result of those mentoring relationships, kids stay in school. Very often they go on to college or trade school or whatever, and really become successful adults giving back to their community. So it really is a wonderful program for sure.
You know, you were saying earlier that you don't turn anybody away from your services.
No.
Obviously, with that mantra, the amount of money it must cost to keep all these programs going, the support of the community is really important.
Absolutely, especially in this day and age when government funding is diminishing. You know, a lot of the not-for-profit agencies have become dependent on government resources, and that's no longer available. There is some, but certainly not in the way there used to be. So the burden for us as not-for-profit executives is to really raise money, get support, find other discretionary dollars that we can help to subsidize the programs that we offer. Additionally, we have many, many people in this community as well as in the North Country who really call us every day. We might get 20 to 30 phone calls about needing help for back rent, car repair, things that are just not covered by other resources. And in all 3 counties, we try to network with those faith communities or other not-for-profits who can help figure out something for these folks so that they can maintain and have the basic necessities of life that most of us enjoy.
So many people in need at this time of year and all year round. How can our viewers help? How can folks volunteer? How can people make a donation? You know, how can folks get involved in your mission?
Sure. You know, people can call at any time. The places that we use most volunteer work would be with the Mary's Haven, which is really 99% volunteer run. And certainly some domestic violence, hotline kinds of folks, et cetera, and then the mentoring program, of course. But anyone who would like to share resources with us, we are always welcome, would welcome certainly any cash donations, people who want to adopt children for Christmas perhaps. What we have found recently is that many of the faith communities and other folks that we have as resources have been giving us gift cards, you know, for gas, for Price Chopper, for Walmart, for whatever, so that people themselves can go and pick what they need. Sometimes people choose between getting food at a Target or a Walmart as opposed to 5 gifts and no food. So, you know, monetary donations, gift card donations, a call to say we'd like to adopt a family, those kinds of things.
Lots of ways that people can give. We'll, of course, put all the information on our website so
Sure.
that we can share that with everyone. Sister Charla Commins, the Executive Director for Catholic Charities of Saratoga, Warren, and Washington Counties. Happy holidays to you.
Thank you. Same to you, David.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having
me. Now, to learn more about Catholic Charities here in our community and also find out how you can volunteer or make a donation, head to our website. It's looktvonline.com. We've posted all the information right there for you.